going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave. I want you to go out, tell the world, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your cousins. Wake up your third cousin on your mother's side. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that you probably shouldn't have got to third base with because it felt a little weird. That's what I want you to call. I want you to tell everybody in the world right now. Go on Twitter. Let the world know that you are live with Dead on Dave. That's right, the copious fat man who is ready to take all of your questions, all of your qualms, all of your concerns, your hopes, your dreams, anything that you may or may not want to hear about. I'm talking about it right now, live for the entire YouTube verse to hear. And I'm all kinds of pumped up. Yes, you could say I'm full of piss and vinegar. I'm ready just to go, man. I'm going to kick some ass. We're going to take some names. We're going to have some good time. Too Tall, my good buddy, should be joining me any moment as well. We got great stuff happening. We got some great stuff to talk about. So let's just do this thing right friggin' now. Let's start with the injury bug that is just running rampant. Yes, yet again in the WWE. Last night, devastating night on the live show circuit. 4 individuals got hurt. And I'm about to tell you exactly who got hurt and what happened. But first, big shout out to you guys, my chattas, the people who are watching live in the chat. Jonathan Montez, Isaac A., Carl Gibney, Steven Langenheim, all you good suckers who are hanging out with me live right now as I come to you from Germania, where it is 10 o'clock at night, and I am just embracing everything Germany. And I'm coming at you hard like a German soldier. I don't even know what any of that shit means, but we're going to go. And here we go. Let's calm down. Let's bring it down a little bit. We started out red hot. Now we need to bring it down just a little. I don't want to blow my load. If I fuck too hard, I'll come and it'll be over. So let's bring it down just a tiny bit. Last night, WWE ran multiple shows, and at both of them, they had 2 competitors get hurt. And so that's a total of 4 if my math serves me correctly, and I think it does. Let's start with the least severe of the 4, the one I didn't even bother putting in my thumbnail because it's not that big a deal. Sheamus got cut open in his match with Kalisto after taking some kind of dive moonsault onto his face. He got cut. Sheamus gets cuts all the time. He's got really fair skin. He opens up very easily. Not a big deal. He shouldn't even miss any time, I wouldn't think. Everything seems to be fine. Haven't really read anything else about it to this point. The bigger one, and the one that's the biggest thing to talk about, and we'll save it for last as a matter of fact. We're going to switch over to the other show, the NXT show where 2 people got hurt. One of them, Tomasso Ciampa, who was teaming with Johnny Gargano, taking on the NXT Tag Team Champions, Dash and Dawson. Now, they have this really nasty finisher where they come off the top rope and the knees, and it's nasty. Or they throw one up into the code breaker type thing. It's really nasty. Well, apparently in that move, Ciampa hurt his shoulder. Now, they did end up finishing the match, but I believe it was not Ciampa that finished the match. He was taken out on a stretcher. It's pretty bad. Don't know how severe, but it's unfortunate. You don't want to see these guys get hurt, man. It really does suck. And that's a dangerous move. And we're talking about a veteran here in Ciampa. We're not talking about somebody who's green who doesn't know how to take a move. We are talking about Ciampa, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because he's not even signed with the WWE. That's another thing. He's not signed with the WWE. He's working like a part-timer mainly. I mean, he's still working independent contracts and everything. So, I mean, this kind of sucks for him because this can really hurt his money. He doesn't have any guaranteed money. So, that sucks. You don't want to see these guys get hurt like that. Hopefully, WWE takes. Hopefully, he's not even hurt that badly with any luck. On the same show, yet another person has gotten hurt in the ring with Asuka. Now, this is like 2 or 3 to this point already, where Asuka looks like, I mean, she's stiff. She's a tough worker. I don't want to call her dangerous because I don't think she is, but she kicked Emma in the head, and apparently she got a stinger from it. and she was put out for at least a second or two. It's not good, man. I don't like to see that. Emma, who I'm really proud of what she's been able to do since coming back to NXT and revamping her entire career, basically. And to see her get hurt like this just sucks. And you don't want to see it in Asuka. You don't want her to develop a bad reputation. You don't want people to think that she's dangerous to work with, especially since she hasn't even made it to the main roster yet. And you don't want these stiffer competitors from Japan coming over and hurting all these weak little lily white tiny Americans and white people, not Americans in this case, she's Australian. But you know what I'm saying? It's a little disconcerting. It's a little disconcerting because you don't want things like this to happen, because it could end up derailing some of the really good stuff that's coming in from overseas, particularly in Japan, where they work a stiffer style. And you don't want to see these things happen. And it is unfortunate that it did happen. Hopefully it's okay. Stingers are scary. Stingers are real scary. And hopefully Emma is all right. And even more so, I'm really hoping that even if she isn't, that they're going to find that this is not completely on Asuka and it's not going to derail her in any way, shape, or form, because you don't want to see that. You do not want them to be like, well, we got to keep Asuka away from Bayley. She's going to hurt her. We got to keep Asuka away from Charlotte or Becky or Sasha Banks. You don't want to see those things happen, because it's really it could hurt her. It could damage who Asuka is in the long run, and that's the last thing you want to see. So it's pretty bad. You know, those type of situations are scary. Finally, the last one, and the one that could potentially have deeper ramifications, although I don't think so. Becky Lynch gave Sasha an absolute face period. We're talking worse than Roman Reigns, because this was no blood packet, kids. Apparently, Becky essentially did to her what Seth Rollins did to John Cena and just shattered her nose. And we don't know how bad it is. I have not read any follow-ups yet on how bad the injury to Charlotte is, if she's going to miss any time, any of those things. What we do know is that there was, some would say, copious amounts of blood. Enough blood and enough carnage to scare the shit out of Becky. She looked, in the pictures that I've been able to see, Becky looks mortified. So apparently Fake Ass Twat is saying that Charlotte's fine, and Charlotte's saying herself that she's wrestling. So that's what Fake Ass Twat said. I haven't seen it yet, but it's, it is what it is. Matt Kazar, who I'm assuming is watching right now, because he wrote me, he's supposed to call in. He goes, Dave, I want to call in, but I don't know shit about wrestling. I don't know how many times I've had to tell Matt Kazar that this is Dead on Dave Live. We talk about everything, not just wrestling. Call the fuck in, Kazar. Call in and talk about whatever's on your mind. Just be Matt Kazar. The world wants to see Matt Kazar. Dead on Dave wants to see Matt Kazar. We all want to hear Matt Kazar. It doesn't have to be about wrestling. Obviously, you're not a wrestling guy. So call in and you can talk about whatever you like. I'm getting finished with my main topic. Call in, baby. Call in, Mr. Kazar. We could talk about getting you laid. Whatever we need to talk about, man. This is what we're here for. So hopefully Matt Kazar was listening and he heard my voice. God damn it. Call it. Doesn't have to be about wrestling. Jesus. Kazar. It can be about anything, you douche. I'm writing him just in case he's not watching right now. Call in about whatever you want, you douche. Just call in. Okay, so it does seem that she's going to be just fine. I don't give... Look, for one, I don't care what any of them say on Twitter. I don't give a shit. I don't care, because Charlotte could say that she's fine and she still missed tonight. Who the hell knows? But if she's fine, she's fine. Look, all I'm doing is reporting off. I'm not even reporting. I'm just reading saying what I read. So what's the big deal? If she's fine, she's fine. Who cares? I didn't say she was out. Words never came out of my fucking mouth, so calm down in the chat, kids. Calm down. So we'll see if she's going to be okay going forward. You know, a lot of times with these type of injuries, even if it's not a full-on broken nose, you can bleed a whole hell of a lot. A whole hell of a lot without even breaking your nose. I know when I was a kid, I used to get just nosebleeds all the time. Warm weather, all kinds of shit. So it's pretty crazy. It does bear the question, with all of these injuries that we've already had and these that just happened. Now, it doesn't seem like any of them are going to really affect the WrestleMania plans or any of the long-term booking. It does give you a moment to ask the question, which injury could potentially come up that would just derail everything at this point? Obviously, the answers are simple, like Dean Ambrose. If Dean Ambrose were to get hurt, who knows what would happen, simply because it seems like he's already being an audible at this point. Like he's kind of taking some spots here, maybe moving a little bit ahead in the line. We don't know. It only appears that way at the moment. We don't know exactly where it's going. We're going to know a hell of a lot more after Roadblock. But it's crazy to think that all these injuries that are happening, WWE still has quite a bit of talent left on the roster. It's just unfortunate that when these injuries tend to come, and they come in goddamn bunches, don't they? And it's just like, man. And a lot of independent guys, they tend to get hurt, and you got to wonder how much wear and tear on some of these bodies. These injuries are a little bit different because none of them seem to be just non-contact injuries. Those are the ones that you got to worry the most about. When a wrestler's just running and he blows a quad out, or if he just falls a little bit harder than normal and he pops a shoulder out of place. Those are the things that you want to really be scared about, because that can mean more wear and tear on the body. These type of injuries that we're talking about, Becky did this to Charlotte, or Asuka did this to Emma. Even the Ciampa injury, it was something that happened with a tag team maneuver. So you have all these situations that are putting these guys in jeopardy. So really not a big deal. I mean, it doesn't necessarily speak to the fragility of any of these independent guys. It's just interesting to think about just how many injuries, how many people have gotten hurt in the past few months that have changed, have altered. I mean, hell, even Roman Reigns. Right now, his injury that could be more severe than people originally thought is kind of changing things. You know, it's pretty crazy when you think about it. So there you go. That's the opening topic to get the juices flowing. But now I want to hear from you guys, man. I got some other things to rap about, but I want to hear your questions. This is viewer questions time, bitches. I want to hear your thoughts on all these injuries. What do you think's going on with them? Who do you think's the most important? Who can the WWE not afford to lose? I want to hear from you guys on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, or 702-751-2902, the number. Got our first call of the night. Steven, what's going on, Steve? You're live. Hey, Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Dave.
What's up?
It's been a long time since I called it, I know.
I know, right? What's up?
I know. I don't know what to say, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's
this company is in hell, you know. But
luckily, I never have that problem. I can just talk all the time. It's wonderful.
I know.
It's a gift and a curse, you know? What you got for me, Steven?
Well, I was wondering. I had an idea about this Roman Reigns fiasco.
Yes.
All right. Since this roadblock thing just happened to be happening, because it's obviously this was a last-minute thing.
No, actually it wasn't. Actually, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No.
How long has it been? How long has it been in the works?
This has been scheduled for a very long time. It just wasn't called Roadblock. See, this was one of those events like the Beast in the East. It was something that was happening in Toronto that they were going to put. I've been reading about this for a long time. They've just put extra emphasis on it now and loaded it up with bigger matches, and now gave it a much bigger and cooler, let's face it, cooler name, Roadblock, on the road to WrestleMania. That's just cool. So they changed it up a little bit to give it more importance, but please continue.
No, it's weird. Like I just heard about it a couple days ago, and I always look up wrestling news, and it's like, what the hell? But okay, here's my idea about Roman Reigns. This is my idea if he wanted to go heel, which long
oh
shot.
God, are
But
we really going to talk about the heel is the easiest thing in the world. The heel is the most obvious. With Dean Ambrose in this situation, it's so easy. It's
no. But I have an elaborate.
Oh,
Sorry.
it doesn't need to be elaborate.
No.
Oh God, no, that's going to hurt his overness as a heel. Don't get too crazy.
No, not elaborate. No, this is actually good. This is a good idea.
Oh my God, here we go.
It's a good idea.
By the way, joining us now, my good buddy and co-host from XLT Live Podcast, Too Tall. Are you ready for this shit? This should be crazy.
All right.
I'm excited.
Okay, this is going to be like a throughout the roadblock. Okay, here we go. All right, here's they're in the Roman and Sheamus match. Okay, have Roman lose because of the League of Legends come and annihilate him. But then later on during the main event title match, when Dean looks like he's going to do it, have Roman come out and just completely annihilate him.
Well, that's the obvious booking. That's not elaborate.
No, I didn't mean elaborate. I mean, I meant just. Well, okay, it's not elaborate, but
well, personally, I wouldn't even have Roman fight on this card. I would take him out and sell this injury a little bit more.
Well, that would make it. How else would he? I guess on the Raw till then or something.
You don't have him. You have him come out during the match, towards the end of it, or directly after. You have him come celebrate, make it look like a little bit of like celebration. Roman's hurt. Oh, he's hurt, but he's still here to be with his friend to celebrate. Blah blah blah. What do? He put him through the table. What's wrong with Roman Reigns? What's the matter with this guy?
I guess if like Dean won the title somehow, I mean, do you think the Dean might win the title roadblock or no?
I thought there was a 0 out of 100 chance that he was winning it. I'm starting to think it's a possibility.
Because now they have Bray versus Brock now too.
Well, yeah,
so they could start
that doesn't really mean
feuds.
much. That doesn't really mean much. That's more about, to me, that could just be trying to hype this event up because they changed the name and now the event means more. You got the NXT titles being defended on this show. You got a World Heavyweight Championship match. So you want to give Brock Lesnar a little extra juice having him in there with Bray Wyatt instead of Luke Harper. It makes more sense to sell this event and get more people watching the network.
Well, if they want him to go over, Roman's got to just do something. I don't know, man.
No, if they want him to go over, he can't be face. They can just keep going the same way that they want that they're going. I mean, they don't have to change him. That's the thing. You know, they have to change their mindset to change him.
But what can he do when he's still face to make the crowd at Mania? Unless Triple H does something.
Who gives a shit about Roman Reigns?
Absolutely nothing.
I know. I'm not defending.
But
I'm just trying.
Steve.
I know you're not defending. I'm just saying, like, who cares about what Roman Reigns does at WrestleMania? Because I fucking don't.
Right. Steven, see, here's
I care what Dean Ambrose does, Brock Lesnar does, Triple H does.
Here's the thing.
Well, I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying, who cares about Roman Reigns?
I know.
Steven, you're talking like you're speaking as if the WWE gave a shit about the reaction that Roman's getting. They don't. They figure because this has already worked for so long with a guy like John Cena, there's no reason why eventually it will work with Roman Reigns. I guarantee you, Dunn and Vince, they're sitting in the office, they're like, well, look, we're just going to get the title on him at WrestleMania and everything will be fine. Eventually they'll come around. We'll tell them what they want. You know, I guarantee you conversations like that are happening. Now, with some of the things that have been taking place, mainly with Dean Ambrose's nuclear fucking hot rise to the top. No, Alicia, I'm busy. This nuclear high rise to the top that he's been going, it could change things. Hold on one second, guys, because apparently my daughter doesn't understand that I'm doing a live show. What's up? Spider. You guys got to kill that spider. Get the vacuum. Suck up the spider. Suck up the spider with the vacuum players. Oh, my God.
Is it a big spider?
Oh, my God. It's a spider. It's a spider. Just get the vacuum. Am I a bad parent? Probably, but that's okay.
Are the spiders in Germany like bigger than like other places? Or?
We got but there's nothing venomous here, you know.
All right, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, WWE could just continually fuck us, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just thinking of better ideas than what they're doing. I just thought maybe my idea is a little bit, but of course their idea. I mean, no matter what they do, they don't care what other people think, I guess. So,
well, it's not about not caring about the fans. It's more about just getting what they want with Roman Reigns. I mean, they've been working this angle with him and trying to put him in this position for over 2 years now. Do you really think they're going to give up on him? That being said, if there is one thing that will make them give up on him, it's Dean Ambrose getting as hot as he is. Too Tall, what do you think about this?
Can we move on?
I agree. Steve, you got
all right,
anything
no more,
else?
All right, no more Roman shit. All right, let me see.
All right, that's all you have.
I got enough. All right, it was cool talking to you, Dave. And see you too tall.
All right, man. Take it easy, Steve. I appreciate it.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
You were having none of it, huh?
No, the only person that wants fucking Roman Reigns to do anything is Pittsburgh boy and his butt, and that's about it.
Yeah, Pittsburgh boy and his butt. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Two different things, two different entities. Man, Too-Tall is like, fuck off. I ain't having
I'm angry
it.
at myself. That's why I'm angry. I'm angry at myself because I screwed up and I have to do more editing than I have to. So.
Oh,
fuck.
no. What'd you do? Oh, please tell me. Please tell me.
So for those of you wondering, there's a new Daily Slam coming today, but now I have to do more editing because I had the background up. I didn't record the transparent that I needed where the pictures go.
Oh.
So thank God there's Sal because he saved me. But I just got to do a little more work. That's okay. It still works. But yeah, just a little bit more work on my part. That's okay though. He saved me, and that's all good.
Yeah, don't get too upset. Don't get too disconcerted.
I hate myself for being dumb. That's all. I just hate myself because I made the mistake. It was nobody's else's fault except me. Damn it.
Welcome to my world. I feel that way every day. All right, folks, we got something really special for you right now. I'm very excited. I've been trying to get this guy in the show forever. It's the one, the only. It's Mecca Matt Kazar from Shot from the Point fame. Holy God, he's finally here. Matt, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sick, to be honest, but I'm still calling for you.
I didn't put you at gunpoint to be here.
No, I want to be here.
What's wrong? What kind of sickness? Is it an STD? Did you get laid and somebody burned you?
No.
I told you to wrap your Whopper before you served it.
Yeah, serving it, that's the problem. Can I ask you a complete random question?
That is exactly what I've been waiting for, yes.
Okay, because I hate, people always assume like they're the problem, it's their fault. But I honestly think it's everyone else's fault. Do you think that society nowadays, they're pussies?
Oh,
they don't get my
question.
jokes. Yeah, because I do Arab jokes, I do Jew jokes, I do some more Jew jokes, I do all kind of jokes.
Uh-huh.
And people hate me because of it.
Sure.
And I think that's partially why I can't get laid.
Well, look, I think there's a difference between telling jokes and then going up to a Jewish girl and go, hey, is it true that all you are greedy? And then, hey, do you want to go out on a date? That's probably not a good idea.
That's what I call small talk.
That's pillow talk, baby. There's different levels, but there's no question that the society is pussified. But
yeah, exactly.
You look back in history, how pussified is it compared to other generations? That's the thing. Every era, every decade really seems to think they had it the worst, or they had elements that made them special and a cut above everyone else. It's weird.
Yeah, and we talked about this on the Christmas episode, how in the Christmas story, they were singing "Fa-ra-ra-ra-ra," and it's kind of like an Asian joke. We never see that nowadays in any film.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
But speaking about film, I know you talked a bit about it on Facebook, but what do you think of that Ghostbuster trailer with Kristen Wiig?
Oh, bruh. I can't. Okay, I'm 33 years old, all right? I grew up with Ghostbusters. I'm not one of these guys like, it ruined my childhood, this trailer or anything like that. But I love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite films. It still holds up today. For one, it never needed to be remade. Two, it certainly didn't need to be remade with 4 unfunny fucking women. I like Kristen Wiig, by the way. I do quite a bit. I don't like her ever in a starring role. She's good as a B character. Okay. This movie looks so bad, I wanted to give myself a lobotomy. That's how bad this movie was. This trailer is horrendous. I hated the fucking remake of the song. I hated the way these women interacted with each other. Everything feels gratuitous. It's like, well, why can't the Ghostbusters be women? Well, there's no reason why they can't, but it's about execution at the end of the day. I could fuck this movie for about the next 5 minutes. But Tutal, what did you think of this trailer? Have you seen it?
Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I watched it. Who slapped some ghost out of somebody's body? Get the fuck out of here.
I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. It was...
The power of Patty. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Just whatever. Did you see how many dislikes it has? It has like 400,000 dislikes. This shit's going to flop hard.
Oh, God. This movie's not going to draw a goddamn dime. It's just...
I would have...
Go ahead, Matt.
Sorry. I was just saying, I would have laughed if they casted Amy Schumer as Slimer.
I think Schumer should have been...
Man, what's wrong with Amy Schumer, bro?
I think she should have been Peter Venkman's character. I think she should have been
stand her?
female
You would
Peter
fuck her.
Venkman.
Don't lie. You would smash Amy Schumer so hard.
I'm not into
Don't lie.
really dirty. She's really
What?
dirty.
You don't know she's dirty. Just because she has dirty jokes doesn't mean she's dirty.
Oh,
Why?
I'm
You scared
assuming.
she's gonna fuck you so hard you're not gonna forget you're gonna forget your name and shit?
She just looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid in real life. It's just weird.
You
You
don't
know
like
how I
thick
know
girls.
she's okay, Matt? I know
Matt
exactly.
Kazar loves the sticks. He wants to start a fire on his dick. He doesn't like thick girls. That's the problem.
I love thick
Now
girls. I can't stand
we're getting to the root of the problem with Matt Kazar here. Is
No,
he
the
loves
more girl, the merrier. I love thick girls.
Schumer's okay, and you know how I know this? Because Dolph Ziggler, who is more attractive than the three of us combined, if we took the best parts of all three of us and tried to make one guy, we could not make a better version than Dolph Ziggler. He was on top of that for a while. I mean, if she's good enough for Dolph, she's probably too good for us. So, I don't know. I don't have a problem with her. I think she would have been perfect as Venkman's character, though. Because she's so she's sardonic. I mean, she's so good at what she does.
Why not keep? Well, obviously some of them are dead, but why not keep the original cast?
I think they should have.
Yeah.
That's because they were going to. They don't have. I hate talking about this movie, by the way, but they were going to, and Mr. Bill himself could not give two shits about the contract. Yeah,
Bill Murray he's balked at this movie a few times, and it's no secret that him and Harold Ramis had issues. I mean, they basically were almost at.
When the fuck did this turn into a Ghostbusters fucking injury report? All right.
Because Matt Kazar can't talk about.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Matt Kazar can't.
Bad.
Hey, you be nice to Kazar, too tall. You be nice to this guy.
God damn it.
You're gonna be working for him someday.
Matt, you better go tell Tommy I'm about to start a war because you're pissing me off.
You're gonna say, Mr. Kazar, what type of coffee would you like? That's gonna happen someday.
Trust me, I won't start
I'd be like, Mr. Matt Kazar, what type of hand job would you like?
That you might be doing that too. It's not good.
He's so uncomfortable right now.
You just awkwarded the fuck out of this whole show.
That laugh was like, oh fuck, what the fuck is he saying?
And that was the moment the show came to a screeching halt.
I don't want to piss you off, man. You look like you can squish me in a second.
No, I don't. The only time I ever fucking react is when it's my my family and shit. Then I go into like Hulk rage mode and want to fucking rip somebody's head off.
Dude's all smash.
It's noted.
Yeah.
It's noted.
It's pretty good. They did attempt to fix the trailer though. Somebody did. They shortened it. Somebody took it, edited the fuck out of it, took a whole bunch of the stupid shit out, and put in the original song. It's actually somewhat watchable now. The trailer is not like gouge your eye out with a hot poker bat anymore. I'm really disappointed that, for one, that they decided to make the movie, and two, that they decided to do it with a reverse cast just because Girls can do anything guys can do. It's all because it's a gender fucking bullshit movie, and it drives me nuts. And 3, that they just couldn't execute it a little bit better than this.
They can't do everything guys can do.
True. Peeing standing up, impregnating another woman. Yeah, they can't do those
Drive.
things.
It's a joke. But I think the song is actually a big part of it because I hate how they tried to make it all creepy with those piano notes, and it's like, ooh, Ghostbusters. It's all creepy and crap. And you know what I mean?
Oh, they even redid the song with a female singing the song. I mean, I'm just like, what?
It's
the
really
fuck?
like it's the movie for feminists.
We get it. Girl power. Okay? I got it driven home with me with the Spice Girls, all right? I get it. I understand it. Girl power, feminism. They can vote. They can work. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick.
Which of the Spice Girls do you think is the hottest?
Oh, I would take any one of them. I'm a secret Spice Girl fan. Like, you wouldn't even believe. It's almost embarrassing how much I love the Spice Girls. If I had to pick one, you put a gun to my head. In her prime, Ginger Spice. In her prime, because her boobies were amazing.
I think I'd go with Scary Spice.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. She's been with Eddie Murphy, you know? And like that also eliminates fucking what's her name? Posh Spice, because she's been with David Beckham. Do you really want to follow Eddie Murphy or David Beckham? It's like you're gonna fail by comparison.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because they're both amazing human beings. Well, I mean, maybe not good human beings, but I mean, one's one of the funniest men to ever live, and one's one of the greatest soccer players of all time. How are you gonna follow that?
Well, I just want to screw her and get out.
Got my dick in you, bitch. I don't care what you thought of it. I'm telling my friends.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have another confession. Spice World is one of my favorite movies.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it about the Spice Girls?
It is. And they're in it, and it's ridiculous, and it's very British. It reminds me, it's very Monty Python-ish in a lot of ways. There's a guy, he's one of the greatest villains I've ever seen on screen because he gets so mad at one point that he makes it rain indoors. It's hysterical. Elton John's in the movie. Fucking, what's his name? Name the James Bonds. Not Brosnan. Not
Daniel
fucking,
Craig.
What?
Daniel Craig.
Not Daniel Craig.
Jesus.
Michael Moore. No. Roger Moore. Roger Moore's in this movie, and he's awesome. Fucking love it, man. I love that movie. It's amazing.
I don't know. I don't think I can watch a movie about the Spice Girls.
It's actually not horrible, man. It's so bad, it's good. It's like the Flash, man. It's like or Flash Gordon.
By the way, watching a movie in Quebec really sucks if you're English, because they give the nice, comfy theaters to the French movies, because that's the majority, and they give the little crappy, hot ones to the English movies.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
I did a prank call once to them. Yeah, I know. I still do prank calls. I prank called the movie theater because one of my most anticipated movies was Interstellar. And they gave us we went on opening day. They gave us the smallest, crappiest one. And I call the girl and I say, I just have a few comments. I went to see Interstellar on opening night and I was really anticipating it, but the room was really small and it was really, really hot, and the guy next to me just smelled like a foot. And then the girl says, well, there was a bit of a scheduling conflict, and that's why you're in a smaller room. And depending where you were sitting, heat rises, so it may have been hotter in other places. And as for the guy who smelled like a foot, I really don't know what to say. So
you know what? You know what's great? That story could only happen in Canada. Because if that would have happened in the United States, they wouldn't even took your call. And had they took your call, it would have been like, well, shit happens. Click.
But it gets better. My friend calls 3 minutes later, and he says, "Hi, I just wanted to say I watched Interstellar, and I really liked it. The room was big. The temperature was perfect. My only problem is that the guy next to me kept saying I smelled like a foot.
Oh, that's funny.
The girl couldn't stop laughing.
You should have recorded that.
Yeah, but that was before I was into recording
Oh,
private
that's
things.
good. That's a smart call. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
So you're on spring break, correct, Matt?
Yeah, I think 3 days left.
For how
2
much
days
longer?
left. 2 days left.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's not much of a break.
I know, and I've been sick the whole time. There's just Kleenexes all over my, from blowing my nose.
Hopefully, it's because you're actually sick. And
Yeah, that's what I was, I was saying.
with any luck, it's not because your brother got loose in your room, you know?
Oh, God. Oh.
What else you got for me, Kazar, man? What else is going on with you, bud?
What else is going on? What else is going on?
You have any questions for a 6'10" guy who's really angry right now?
I have a lot of questions. I don't think they're appropriate.
How many of those questions focus around his dick?
About all of them.
Dude, give him a profile of your penis so he can stop wondering.
Is it proportionate?
Does it have an elbow?
Are you circumcised?
Could it sustain a condor?
How big was this the circumcised skin?
Could a homeless man shelter himself underneath it?
Yeah.
I don't think Too Tall's here.
Oh.
I think he checked out a while back. I think he got upset. I don't know what happened. Too Tall?
What?
What's up, man?
Nothing. Just, listening to you girls touch each other.
Oh, good God. He's upset.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not good. Hey, Matt, you got anything else for me, man?
No, that's it.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling in, buddy. I really do.
All right, it's my pleasure.
All right, man, you take it easy. Make sure you guys check out Matt Kazarovich, Shot from the Point. Shot from the Point live every single Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matt's there, always tearing it down. I'm going to try to get him on here more often. Probably without Too Tall, because Too Tall is going to, grind his bones to make his bread. So, thanks, Matt. I really appreciate you being here, buddy.
All right, I'll try to be here more often.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Bye.
Mecca Matt Kazar, everyone. Why are you being mean to my guest, Too Tall? Jesus.
I'm not.
You were uncouth. You were uncouth. I don't know what happened. We just want to know about your dick. What's wrong with that?
What?
What, did you miss that whole conversation?
Pretty much. I tried to stay out of that motherfucker
you
the whole time.
zoned out there. We just started making big dick jokes, and you missed it completely.
Oh yeah, I'm gone.
I asked if your dick had an elbow, and I got nothing.
Yeah.
That's a great line.
Sounds about right. Yep, that one I stayed out of.
Well, Matt's a weird guy, and he always likes to know weird things. And a guy your size, he's going to want to know about your penis.
Well, that's what he likes.
Yeah, there you go. Well, what do you got for me, man? I opened the show, talked about the big injury rush that happened yet again. It seems like Charlotte's okay. Apparently, she put out on her Twitter that not only is she okay, but she's wrestling tonight. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I figured. I mean, I talked about it last night in my stuff, and I figured, the reason I did the show was to fair warn everybody that there's going to be a bunch of bullshit out there. And yeah, it was a nose hit. Apparently, she doesn't need surgery if she's tweeting out she's okay for it, which is good for her.
Yeah.
And it was just a bloody nose at that point. A lot of blood, yes, but she's okay. Now there's some other ones that are not okay, but I'm happy to hear. I was more concerned that it was like a leg or a torn ligament or like another fucking shoulder injury.
Sure.
That would be a bigger concern if she had to get like an MRI or something like that for one of those big items that we've seen most of the wrestlers go down to, especially the shoulder for whatever damn reason. It's like the most common one.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think nothing much of it. I just wanted to clear up on my show last night and then on yours here. Just stay away from the bullshit on the internet because when I tell you, oh, Charlotte injured, full detail bullshit, it is really bullshit because you don't know until they finally release the information about it.
I mean, that was the thing. Like nobody knew.
Yeah.
The only
Just a
information
bunch of
I read is
speculation.
that she was hurt. There was a lot of blood. Becky was terrified. I didn't hear anything else other than that. Now, you could speculate from that because it's a nose injury. And if you want to start like questioning what if, because we've seen significant nose injuries in the past few months, one with John Cena that did make him miss a little bit of time, not much. Anybody else who gets that nose injury probably misses 2 months, but John Cena is like 2 weeks, I'm fine. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
God, he's got actual tiger's blood inside of him. Fuck Charlie Sheen and his AIDS blood. It's fucking all about John Cena. He's got the real DNA inside of him. He could cure AIDS with his shit. And then, of course, the Roman Reigns situation where apparently his nose got injured against Sheamus back in December, and now it's causing difficulties now. So it's pretty weird. So that was my concern about Charlotte, that something like that could happen because you don't want that to happen this close to WrestleMania.
You do not. You are correct.
But it seems like she's okay, so everyone can calm down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Stay calm, people.
Stay calm. Stay calm and be copious, and you'll be fine. Joining us now, Jordan Turner. You're live with Dead on Dave and Tuto. What you got for me, bud?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We're we're great.
Did you guys hear? Apparently, Vince McMahon wants Roman Reigns to main event not only 33 but 34 as well.
How could anybody fucking know that? This is the shit that's going to make Too Tall blow a fucking gasket. Right there is the stuff that Too Tall is going to lose his goddamn mind over because that's so silly. Why would he have that conversation with anybody?
So people can report bullshit stories.
I guess, right?
Duh. I think most of you mistake, but Vince McMahon probably trolls most of you people, especially if he does say stupid shit. He's sitting there just trolling, like, look at these idiots. I'm about to report on this dumb shit.
Where did you get this information from, Jordan?
I'll tell you where.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. My friend sent it to me via, I guess, Dave Meltzer, apparently.
Oh, God.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
There it is right there, yeah.
I knew it was that sounded like a fucking Meltzer story.
Yeah.
It really did. Oh, my God.
But, yeah. That's when I told him, I was like, who's that from? And then he was like, Dave Meltzer, and I was like, all right, that's some bullshit. No way that's even true.
Look.
I mean,
is there a possibility something like that could be true? If Roman Reigns was legitimately a top guy and it was obvious, if he was like what Stone Cold was, I'm sure in '98 when Stone Cold popped in that match with Shawn Michaels, I guarantee you Vince had conversations like Stone Cold will be in the main event of WrestleMania for the next 5 years. Absolutely. Roman is not in that conversation. He's just not. Exactly. He's not getting over. He's not working. And apparently, if you're looking at some of the booking that's happening right now, they're becoming a little bit more aware of it. So that conversation sounds insane to me.
To me, Roman Reigns is a victim of bad creative booking.
Oh, no. Not only. No. I think that some of the stuff that they have done with him is not necessarily their fault. The fucker doesn't improve. He doesn't improve on the mic. He doesn't improve his athleticism, and he certainly doesn't improve his ring work skills. There is some issues with creative. There's no question. They've stuck with things too long. But they have gotten him over on 3 separate occasions, and on 3 separate occasions, he has screwed the fucking pooch.
Yeah. I definitely get what you're saying. And, I mean, like we've all been saying, this dude's going to get booed. I mean, they have to go in a different audible here. They got to go in a whole different direction because
they don't got to do a goddamn thing.
No, I know they don't, but I mean they're not going to because they're sticking to.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation because it depends on how you want to look at it. I mean, you look at historically what they've been doing with the guy, where they've been unwavering in what they want to do. Then you look at what's currently happening with the possibility of him actually legitimately being hurt and the rise of Dean Ambrose, which can change everything.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this pay-per-view special that they're going to do? Roadblock?
Looks to
What
be
do you guys
awesome.
think
Tutel,
about that?
what's your thoughts on Roadblock?
So sweet, bro.
You know what Roman Reigns is probably calling this pay-per-view? Cock Block, because this could be taking his spot at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I've been hearing everybody say that.
I haven't heard anybody say that. I thought that was some original shit.
Apparently not.
No, everybody's been saying they'll call it Cock Block instead of Roadblock.
Damn, I thought that was mine. Fuck.
Apparently not.
I haven't heard anybody say that.
Apparently not, Dave.
Well, I'm not that original.
I don't know why they're even having this stupid special anyways. I don't understand.
Oh, it's a
What do you
brilliant
mean?
idea. This is brilliant.
It's just doing it to get network subscriptions.
Isn't that the point?
I know it's the point.
Look, this is not just a thing that came up. This was something that was planned for a long time. They've been doing these little specials. They did one in New York. They did one, The Beast in the East.
Yeah.
They did one in L.A. They were doing one in Toronto. These are smart to do. You need content for your network. They're trying to change the game. What is wrong with that? Why do people hate corporations to the point where they're just trying to make money? They're a business, you dumb twats. Of course they're trying to make money.
I know, I understand.
Here's
that,
what they're doing, Jordan. This is the part that you need to focus on, bud. They have put together now what was looking like a mediocre card that was going to be nothing. Now we're getting a World Heavyweight Championship match that has ramifications that could literally alter WrestleMania. We're getting NXT champions. We're getting the NXT Tag Team Champions defending their belts on this card. First time ever. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're getting more. Brock Lesnar is now taking on Bray Wyatt. There is more and more. This is a now significant card. What is wrong with that? What's to complain about?
No. I mean, I'm not complaining about the card. I was just trying to understand, like, why have a network special. But I see where you're coming from. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm just beating you up. I'm just beating the shit out of Jordan Turner.
Do you see possibly, you know how Brock is going to face Bray Wyatt? Do you see Brock Lesnar costing Dean Ambrose the title so Triple H can win and go against Roman Reigns?
Too tall?
No.
Because I definitely see that happening.
I don't know about definite.
Because I honestly do see it happening. I do see Lesnar potentially coming in and costing Dean Ambrose the title.
Here's the thing.
I mean,
this is why I don't think that necessarily is going to happen. I think it might have was going to be happening, but why the change to Bray Wyatt? If that was going to be the case, they could have kept him taking on Luke Harper, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. They made the change to Bray Wyatt for a reason. There has to be a reason to why they changed to Bray Wyatt. Because now they're getting it's a much more important match. So now I don't think it is a foregone conclusion that he's just going to interfere in the title match.
Yeah, I see your point. I was just guessing. I mean, it's my dumb mind. I was just probably.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. I'm probably 100% wrong. I usually am. I'm just going with what I think. You're asking my opinion. I give it the best I can. Tutel, what do you think is going to happen with it?
With what?
Why are you the most disinterested person in the world right now? Are you upset over your fucking video?
I'm upset that we continue to talk about Roman Reigns.
Well, look, I don't screen these callers. It's not my fault everybody wants to talk about Roman Reigns. And by the way,
Roman Reigns,
you're getting a huge boost because of Roman Reigns. Almost 20,000 hits on a video that's titled about Roman Reigns. You should be. I'm going to title everything Roman Reigns from now on. You should be welcoming these calls. He's your fucking goal. You are Vince McMahon.
All along.
Put him over.
It was me all along.
It was me, Austin. That's right. Jordan, you got anything else?
Yeah. Before I go, do you think that the triple threat match between Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky is going to get a prime spot, and they're going to get like time to showcase what they got.
Too tall?
If not, they're fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah,
that'd be the
exactly,
dumbest mistake
exactly.
they've made so far. Yeah,
I
there's
think
just no way they don't.
They're certainly going to give them a big spot. They won't be an
hope
opening match.
so.
They're going to be a little bit later on in the card, hopefully. I think they're going to get plenty of time. It's a 4-hour show. They're going to get plenty of time.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you guys on that part.
All right, Jordan. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for
All
your
right, man. I
call,
appreciate
and,
you guys listening to me.
You have yourself a
I
good night,
appreciate
buddy.
it, guys.
Take it easy, Jordan. You are just not having Roman Reigns talk tonight, huh?
I don't know what it is, man. It's
really
me.
aggravating.
I'm ruining. I'll leave. I think I'm ruining your show, man. I think I'm
No, are you
the
insane?
goddamn culprit
You
right
are
now.
making me happy right now. For some reason, the fact that Roman Reigns talk is annoying the fuck out of you. It's. I want to bring Pittsburgh Boy on.
Yeah.
It's I want to delve into this and find out where Roman Reigns touched you when you saw him one night, because this is interesting. This is
You
fascinating.
never know. You never know.
Fascinating anger here. This is great. My God. I don't know. Well, what do you want to talk about? What do you got for me?
I don't know
by
what,
the way, do you want to tell everybody what your latest Daily Slam video is about?
Should I hype it up right now?
You can just tell them who it's about.
You think it's funny? Ladies and gentlemen, the Daily Slam will be breaking the latest news in WWE, coming to a YouTube near you in the next couple hours. The Daily Slam has now talked to the WWE 2K officials and developers, and we have a new legendary collector's edition for WWE 2K17.
Yep.
And I have all the full details of its contents inside.
Who's on the cover?
I can't disclose this. I can't disclose the cover. I can't disclose the cover or the legendary details within it until it comes out. I can't.
I can't fucking deal with it.
I can't disclose it, man.
Oh, this is the best. My chest is pounding. Oh my God. It's so good. I can't deal with it. If there is one Daily Slam that you guys make sure you do not miss, this is the one that you're going to be sending to your girlfriends to make sure that you get laid next time you see them. This is the one that's going to solve global warming. This is the one that is going to cure cancer. This is the one that will bring peace in the Middle East. This is the one. You know what I'm saying? This is it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It makes me so happy. So good. So good. My goodness. So we're still taking your calls live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And, of course, the number 702-751-2902. Taking your calls, getting everything out in your wrestling little minds that you could possibly think of. Come on and ask it. Because if I can't answer it, I've got a big, gigantic fucking man named Too Tall who can. And he's ready. Pittsburgh Boy is threatening to call. This could be good.
All he's going to do is try to yell over me and talk about how much he wants Roman Reigns' junk inside his ass.
Yeah, he's going to be like, but you don't understand. I want his cock in my mouth.
Yeah.
You guys don't let me talk. Such a cry bully. I'm trying to see if there's any more news to put out there.
I don't know. Why don't we go check out Dave Meltzer's Twitter account?
Yeah, that's right. It's hot wired in.
Yeah.
It's just that he knows. He's got it all. He's got a stethoscope. He's got the tin cans. He's got one can is in Vince McMahon's office, and the other is connected to a string to his can in his office. So he knows. He's got it locked. Pittsburgh Boy, you are live with Dead on Dave and Too Tall. What you got?
It's Too Tall. What exactly is your problem with Roman?
I don't know. I don't know if you've been listening to me for the last 2 months on Dave's show, but I think I've explained it correctly.
I'll be rational.
If you listened, then you would know already.
Have you
I
been
couldn't understand what
listening?
you said.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Why haven't you been listening to Too Tall, Pittsburgh?
No, I couldn't understand a word he said.
When, right now? Well, you need...
just go
Okay,
into the
I think
topic?
I know the
This is
problem. I think I
Say
know
what
the
you
problem.
just said.
Roman Reigns is standing behind you right now, and he's mounting you, and he has his hands over your fucking ears.
Oh, my
Because that's the
God.
only way you couldn't have heard what Too Tall just said.
No, my phone volume was down. I got to turn it up. I didn't realize how
So
low
you
it
call
was.
in to give me shit, but your phone volume is down. That doesn't make any sense.
So your technological error is supposed to be our problem? No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
You want go ahead and ask Too Tall again, and maybe he'll answer, or maybe he'll tell you to go fuck. Go ahead and ask him.
What exactly is your problem with Roman Reigns?
Yes.
Let's see. You know what? To be honest, I really don't have a problem with Roman Reigns. I think he's one of the more technical
Yeah.
wrestlers we've seen in the WWE. I think his promo work speaks for itself, and for sure, Roman Reigns will be a top guy for the next 3 years, like Vince McMahon
Years
talked
to come.
about.
Yes.
So years to come. So to be quite honest with you, yeah, man, Roman Reigns is the guy. He could very well be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin of this era.
I'm glad you said it, Too Tall, because honestly,
Okay. now
honestly,
that's a little too
I've
far.
only been hating on Reigns because it was the cool thing to do. But I'm glad you said it because you're 100% right. Roman Reigns transcends what technical wrestling is all about. The way he's
Like
fluid,
hell.
the way he is fluid in the ring, and the way he's able to bring the best out of each and every competitor that he's with. The way he's able to take these scripted lines by the WWE that everybody else seems to fumble over and have problems with, he makes them his own. He gives them character and life and breathes new essence into every single word. You're 100% right, Too Tall.
Thank you.
I'm glad
I
that
gotta
you
agree.
finally. It's
I
amazing.
gotta agree with myself. You're right.
Pittsburgh boy, do you believe that?
I believe that his mic skills suck.
No. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Roman Reigns.
How can you
his
say
mic
that?
skills suck.
What?
Because Too Tall just
It's okay. He was doing his best Roman Reigns impression.
Reigns.
Oh, all right, puppet boy. I mean Pittsburgh boy. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time. Oh my God. I'm gonna start calling you Geppetto the way you just worked that puppet.
Shit.
Fantastic. My God. I'm a real boy. Did you feel dirty having to say what you just said?
Oh, I truly believe it. So no.
I'm just glad that you were finally able to get it out.
Yeah, I've been holding it in for so long. Now that you give me the platform, since I only take platforms with my friends. I'm not here to take it for the money. So now that you give me the platform to speak my mind, Dave, yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you finally got this off your chest. I know this is something that had to be hard to keep inside. Everybody else.
It was.
Yeah.
And that's why you see so many Roman Reigns videos on my channel, because I truly believe that Roman Reigns is the guy that's going to keep WWE afloat for the next 10 years.
He has to. I mean, let's face it. There's nobody who gets the reactions quite like Roman does.
Yeah.
They are quite special. And I mean, Triple H, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't even know who the fuck those people are, to be honest with you.
I can't even begin to think how they can even compare.
Can you find them on the WWE network?
I think
So
if
I
you
can
look
learn?
hard enough, you might be able to find
You
something.
might be able to. Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
you might be able to. I mean, got to look really hard. But Jesus Christ, Roman Reigns is part of the vaunted NOI family, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe
I think-
greatest family in the history of sports.
The one and only wrestling generational family.
Yes, the one and only. They're the only ones with multiple generations.
Yeah,
That's
there's nobody
it.
else.
Oh, it's people shouldn't even be talking about them in the same breath as meaningless pity paddle little families like the Ortons or the Armstrongs or the Von Erichs or, God forbid, the Harts. No, it's the Anoa'i family and everybody else. I mean, come on. Umaga, come on.
Yeah.
All right?
Seriously.
Come on. Let's get real. The Usos? Bro. I'll take the Usos over the fucking Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Come on, dude. The Wild Samoans? Fuck the Dudleys. Come on, bro. Dude, bro. I'm tired of people.
I don't know why Pittsburgh boy gets so butthurt. He comes in here to talk shit, and then when he gets it back, he gets butthurt. I'm confused.
He takes everything this way. Everything. This man is so uptight, I just want to shove all kinds of coal up his ass so I can just make a diamond factory. This guy is so wound up that he would win a twisting contest against Chubby Checker. I mean, that's how tightly wound this guy is. It's everything, and he's got to be one of the most over-opinionated people I've ever met in my life. And that's coming from me. Me, the guy who talks about Pokemon ad nauseum, the guy who will talk about any mini tiny little thing. I'm saying this, so you gotta know it's not good. But that's just him. It's just him. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what we have to do? We have to hashtag shut up and eat it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. We're going to be fine as long as we just eat it and shut up. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. I won't let him hurt you no more, Too Tall. Don't worry.
Thank you. I appreciate you protecting me like that.
You're welcome. What can I say? You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. It's good stuff. Oh, do you want to talk about a little bit of history that's happening tonight?
Sure.
This is non-wrestling related, but until we get some calls on wrestling, which I'm sure will only be Roman Reigns, which that would make your head explode. I got a really good one. I think we got a good one.
Okay.
Mythbusters is wrapping up today. This is a show that's actually really near and dear to me, man. I've loved this show for so long. I have, and mainly because I hate them so much. Not their personalities, not them as people, their methodology. I feel like every test they do, I'm like, it doesn't make sense how they fuck stuff up all the time to me. I'm like, how can you test it that way? It makes no sense. But I love this show. I've loved this show for so long. My kid watches this show with me, and it's wrapping up after like 14 years. Mythbusters is going off the air. It's its final show tonight. Were you a fan?
No, never watched it.
You've never watched Mythbusters?
No, I've literally never watched Mythbusters.
See, I'm the type of guy that if I see something, I want to test it. I want to build something and test it out and see what happens. That's just kind of how I am. My daughter loves it when I do like little small scale scientific experiments in the house. My wife doesn't like it very much because I make messes, but my daughter loves it. She thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, let's see what happens when we mix this with this. It'll be great. So this is like my type of show, and it's sad that it's going off the air because the one thing that Mythbusters does do, and it's something that is so greatly missing in the world, it promotes critical thought. It really does. The one question that does not get asked nearly enough is, how does this work? It doesn't get asked nearly enough because everything in the world is so easily attainable. Anything you want to know could just be punched into a search engine and you automatically have the information. So thus inherently, you have no respect for how the information was brought to your face. So nobody gives a shit about how the things work that we have in our lives. Nobody wants to know. This is the type of show that just begs the question, how and why? And it's going off the air, and it actually makes me sad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It does. I think you should want to find. I mean, did you ever, when you were growing up, did you ever just pull stuff apart and just see how it worked and see if you can put it back together?
No.
Yeah, you weren't that type of kid?
Nah.
I've always been
Sorry.
a tinker. I'm not good. I'm not a handyman. I'm terrible with electronics. But I like looking at gears and seeing how things are made. I love science. I'm a science nerd. And it's just, I don't know. I'm really sad this show is ending because there's nothing else quite like it on television. And
What do you mean? There's Storage Wars.
No. I apparently don't know what MythBusters is, and now I'm a little bit worried that you're not sure what's going on.
Oh, fuck.
That's right. Pawn Stars.
Yeah, that's kind of like MythBusters.
It's almost exactly. It's almost the exact same thing. But yeah, it's ending tonight after 14 years. Some of the members are coming back, so that's kind of cool. Carrie, who is just Carrie Byron, she's so fine. The redhead chick, so fine. I like to lick her butthole.
Jesus Christ. Oh, goddamn.
That's one myth I'd like to bust.
Oh, buddy. Here we go.
What did I do?
Here we go.
What did I do? You're telling me it's inappropriate to say that you want to lick a girl's asshole? You're telling me something wrong with that? Does something disturb you about that morally? Come on, man.
No.
Fucking Puritans. You're all fucking Puritans. Sal says, bring back Bill Nye, the science guy. Bring back old Bill Nye, not this fucking Bill Nye that just all he wants to talk about is global warming and how everybody is dying. And oh God, he's so annoying. He's so fucking annoying. Bring back Beekman's World, man. How about Mr. fucking Wizard, who was just an asshole to kids? You learned science and you learned that you weren't shit as a kid. I think that's part of the problem with a lot of these kids that are in the chat. They have not had enough adults tell them that they ain't shit. I think if Pittsburgh boy would have had more people telling him that he wasn't shit growing up, he wouldn't be such a douche nozzle.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know. Stephen Langerheim asks, Dave, is there any good German shows you like? No, I don't watch German TV, mainly because I've been here 13 years and still don't know the language. I'm actually kind of proud of that. It takes to ignore everything that you're inundated with for 13 years. Do you know the type of dedication that's taken from me? I mean, Jesus, a lot. I watch all my stuff online, so no, I avoid German television like the plague. If my wife was here, she would tell you a whole bunch of shows she watches. But,
She's got a list of that shit.
she would be like, no, he's wrong. Glockenspiel and Glockenhosen. It's the greatest thing ever. Schnitzel.
Did we talk about all the injuries, or are we just? Is this like?
I talked about them. I talked about.
Oh, you
all
did? I
4
missed.
injuries.
I missed it all.
Oh, well, we can talk about them again. I want to include you.
No, I missed them all. It's okay.
No, I want to include you. All right, you know what we can talk about? Here's a good subject. I'm going to ask you a flat out question, and then you expand upon it. Okay, sound good?
Okay.
Is Asuka dangerous?
Depends how you look at dangerous.
What do you mean?
Like in the ring dangerous, or like dangerous to other human beings?
Should WWE officials be worried about putting her in there with people like Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky? Because obviously they don't have a problem. There's no worry about putting her in there with Emma or fucking Dana Brooke. But to put her in there with some people who they actually give a fuck about, do you think that they worry about that? Does this latest injury give them pause of maybe pushing Asuka?
Yeah, no.
You know,
First of all, I think it's not just Asuka; it's the person that's in the ring with her. So both people can be at fault there. Like, I'm not saying it's Emma's fault she got injured, but it's how you know the person you're fucking going against, and what kind of chemistry do you have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at all the feuds in the fucking WWE history and early 2000s or whatever, there's a lot of chemistry that goes into two people having a good match. Look at Alberto Del Rio and Kalisto. I think one of them is going to die maybe 10 times every fucking time. I think somebody's going to injure somebody. Every fucking time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think a lot has to do with chemistry, and at the same time, knowing who you're working with. And Asuka's new, so it'll take a while for people to adjust to her style because nobody else is doing what she's doing. So
She's stiff. I mean, I think we can both agree with that. She's very stiff.
yeah.
But that's the Japanese style. Emma, for all of her faults,
If you think Asuka's fucking, you think Asuka's gonna kick your ass, you better wait for Nakamura to fucking. Like,
yeah, I know, Jesus
You
Christ.
better be fucking all the plans they have for Nakamura, all the stuff they're talking about. You better wait and see how the real fucking strong style, bro.
Yeah, he's the king of strong style. People forget that back in the day, women's wrestling used to be more hard hitting. Women's wrestling used to resemble more of the Japanese style, especially in the 90s when a lot of the Japanese wrestlers in WCW and stuff were coming over to WCW and wrestling with Medusa. Even before that, Medusa made a lot of her big strides in with Japanese wrestlers. And it was very aggressive, hard hitting, bull naka no, as fucking Dusty Rhodes would call her. Used to back fist people's faces off every time she stepped in the ring. And I think we're seeing a little bit of a resurgence of that, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But the worry is, look, Emma's a good wrestler. She's very good. She might have gimmick issues at times, but Emma's a great worker. She doesn't get hurt and she doesn't hurt other people because she knows what she's doing. So I think that you might have to look at this situation considering that Asuka gave her a fucking stinger off of a kick.
Yeah.
That's a little worrisome. And considering the next feud is supposed to be a huge title match with Bayley at TakeOver Dallas, you have to start, because Bayley cannot get hurt. Bayley is the one that is going to launch the bullshit Divas Revolution to that next level. The triple threat match at WrestleMania is going to be a big step in the right direction, but Bayley soon after, that is what's going to be the game changer. Bayley's going to be the first woman to ever headline a main WWE pay-per-view as a woman. Bayley is that transcendent. She's going to be that popular. She's going to have the popularity of John Cena, but with the ring work of an actual proficient fucking wrestler. So does that worry you considering those things?
No. It doesn't. I
just love your answers. I'm like, I go on I literally just talked for 3.5 minutes, like without breathing. And I'm setting you up for an epic retort. No.
No. Maybe you should just replace me.
No.
You know, fuck me, you know.
Pittsburgh boy, you want a job?
Yeah, he would love it. He would he would jizz in his pants. You just said that. He probably just jizzed.
He's playing crybaby victim again. Listen, everyone, in all seriousness, I don't mean to be a pain in the ass in the chat. I truly respect and enjoy talking to you guys. If I have ever upset or pissed off any of you guys, I'm sorry. Look, this actually irritates me because I've had multiple conversations with Pittsburgh boy. Can
we just fucking time him out, Terry? Can you just time him the fuck out?
He just got off the timeout. I've had so many. He's leaving. He left the chat. Look, I've had so many conversations with Pittsburgh boy about this very subject, about how his role that he brought himself into as the whipping boy. And I've asked him all the time. I've had personal conversations with him. Is this okay? Is that okay? Are any of your feelings hurt? I check with him very many times, and he's always like, no, I'm very good. I'm awesome. I'm perfectly fine. And so when he responds like this, I kind of want to elbow his face. I want to take hard objects in my house and place them with force against his body. It's hard. It's hard for me not to want to do that. But what are you gonna do? That's what these fucking kids are nowadays, man. They're also fucking entitled. They think that their opinions matter more than everybody fucking else. It's just, I don't know, man. What are you gonna do? Anyways, what else you got for me, man? You got anything you want to talk about? You got anything you want to plug, promote?
No, I'm good. I don't need to plug or promote. I'm good.
Well, I'll plug you. How about that? I tried to bring in an interesting caller in Kazard, and you scared him off. You made him think that you were going to eat his face. Terrified the poor guy.
Well, damn.
I don't know.
You know? I feel like then it's all on me. I ruined the show tonight.
That's right. You son of a bitch. And remember, he's no longer going to be my son.
Yeah.
Just a son of a bitch. That was weird. Oh, Lord have mercy. If Sal is the greatest person in the history of the world. Sal just sent me a picture, and I'm going to show this because it's amazing. He said, oh, yeah, Asuka's dangerous, all right. And then he sent me this. Dangerously sexy. Oh, Lord. He just broke the internet. She's got a really weird, scared look on her face, though. Japanese anime hentai look, like tentacles are coming at her. I'm starting not to like this picture more. It's scary. She looks very anime-ish here, man. Like, you want me to do what with those tentacles? I don't know. She is sexy. She's so hot. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah. Did he crop her head or something? Or is that her? I don't think that's her.
You think that's a cropped head?
Yeah. It's a
It could
cropped
be.
face. It probably is.
The face does look a little weird now that I think about it. Why would she take this picture? That's
exactly
the
what I'm
question I
saying.
should have asked. I got so
This is
excited.
It's got to be fake.
See,
it
I'm
definitely
stupid.
is fake.
I got so excited about it. I didn't even
It's
think there
fake.
was a possibility. I trust Sal so blindly that there's no way that could have been fake in my head, right? But you're right. Why would she
Or
ever?
Sal's so good. Sal is so good at what he does that it just blew your fucking mind. Dave,
Yes.
when he goes off the show, is going to jerk it hard on that one.
Well, now I can't because now I've got to be like, well, it's not. It's fake. But luckily, I don't care about fakeness. It doesn't bug me at all. As far as women's bodies goes, I mean, go ahead, put as many boobies inside of you as you want to. I don't give a. More booby, the better. More booby, the better. Oh, here's an interesting
Just
story.
got silent real quick. What is-
I'm very creepy. You don't even know.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Too tall?
Hello?
You just went on the internet, did you? Yes, you did. Too tall.
Skype just lagged fucking hard.
You still there?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Skype lagged so hard.
Well, you have to answer me if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
Fucking Skype, man.
I just dropped frames for a second, too. It was weird. But everything seems to be okay now. Everything is alles klar. Alles klar. Here's an interesting story. I got an interesting one. Jim Ross reported over the course of last week that Bret Hart's cancer was a non-issue. It's a non-issue now. Bret Hart did not really seem too happy about this, said by Jim Ross. Because he's like, Jim Ross obviously hasn't dealt with cancer. And maybe he has, but he spoke like a person who has not really been touched by cancer. Because Bret's like, I got to get checked every 3 months for the next 3 years. We're cautiously optimistic. But to say it's a non-factor is it's foolish, let's face it. So, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Just kind of want to bring that up. But I'm going to take a call, and then we'll get back to that. Haidar, you're live with Dead on Dave and Tutal. What you got?
Hey man, I just wanted to say a couple of points. I heard you talking about the NXT Divas.
Yeah.
And the triple threat match at WrestleMania. I hope they don't, at the end of the match, they don't start hugging each other, because it's kind of cheesy, and they're doing it regularly in NXT. Have you noticed?
They are. You know they are. It's coming.
It's cheesy. What do you think about it? It's pretty stupid. The heels and faces, and they start hugging. It's kind of silly.
It would be if it wasn't something that was transcending. I mean, what we've seen in NXT and some of the things that these women have done to this point, and more importantly, because of the era that we live in that puts such an emphasis on these quote unquote transcending and game changing, equality, merging situations, you kind of almost have to. Now, I give it a little bit of a pass because I don't find a right reason to go, well, them hugging just ruined the entire match for me. If the matches that had been followed by those hugs were not as good as they were, Absolutely. I'd be on the let's shit on them train. But let's face it, they were great fucking matches, man. And I'm assuming we're going to see the same thing at WrestleMania. Another great match. Hold on. Woo!
Oh,
Epic
bless
sneeze, bitches. Oh,
Bless
we're
you.
on fire. We're on fire in Germany. The nostrils are on fire. I'm excited. That was a good one.
Do you need a tissue?
That was a good one. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great match, and it's probably going to warrant a curtain call type situation. Tutal, what do
I
you
hope
think of
not,
those?
man. I think it's kind of cheesy, you know, when they do it at the end.
Your name's not Tutal. Tutal, what do you think of those situations?
They already did it. They already did the curtain call though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this would be a different one for these three.
And Bailey's not going to be there.
She doesn't need to be.
I hope she doesn't
She'll
come
be
out.
in the crowd. She'll be in the
I
crowd.
hope not. I hope not.
They'll show her in the crowd. They've done this before. Nobody's got anything. Wonderful.
Wait, I got another thing. Can I change topic?
Of course you can, since Tutal doesn't seem to have a fucking opinion.
I think he's asleep. Another point is, have you been watching TNA recently? They debuted a new group called the Decay.
I guess I must have missed the Decay as I fell asleep
Is that
while
their,
watching the show.
is that their fucking? Is that like the new logo for TNA, the Decay? Fuck.
Oh yeah, good one.
Tutal
Man,
shoots
I
and
think-
scores.
It's a pretty good group, man. I think TNA over the past few months has been really good. I think Matt Hardy's a pretty good heel champ.
No, sir. I've been watching, and I actually think it's regressing. I think it's going back to the ways that it was 2 years ago, where almost every match. Look, if you're buying this Matt Hardy shit, good on you. Me, I think his ring work is the worst it's ever been. I hate this new arrogant persona. It doesn't work. It's so forced. EC3 doesn't work as a face or a heel.
Yeah.
Probably one of the worst double turns I've ever seen in my life was this Matt Hardy and EC3 turn. It made no sense. It made no sense. Mike Bennett? Are you excited about Mike Bennett, the Miracle? He's done nothing since he's been out there. Nothing's impressed me. I'm sorry, Haidar. I have to disagree with you, bud.
No, I think that Mike Bennett's a waste, but I think that you got to see this group, man. It's like the Wyatt family. It's really good. Yeah, you got to see their promos. They're really good.
Who's in it?
Sorry,
Who's in it?
I don't even know the names. I just saw the promo and I thought
What's
it
it
was
called
really
again?
good. The DK.
Okay, let's see. TNA, the DK.
I heard the promo. It's like a Marilyn Manson theme song. It's really cool.
Someone crazy Steve?
And Abyss is with him.
Oh, you just lost me. You just lost me with Abyss.
What did you don't like the Abyss?
Abyss is the most generic wrestler ever. He's Mankind and Kane if they had a love child. This guy, apparently, this is not his first gimmick, first group in TNA. I remember him being part of the Menagerie in 2014, 2015.
Oh, that was horrible.
That was horrible. So, the Decay, during October and November, taped in July, Steve returned to singles competition and competed for the new TNA World Title Series tournament against a member of Group Wildcard. That's how original fucking TNA is. We're going to call it Group Wildcard. But he finished fourth in the group. Oh, that was the Wildcard group. Never mind. Failing to win any of the matches. Okay, at TNA One Night Only, Steve turned heel and attacked Tiger Uno, and it was eliminated in a match for the X Division Championship. On the 26th of January episode of Impact, Steve, Abyss, and Rosemary attacked TNA World Champions the Wolves and stole their titles, thus forming a new stable called The Decay. Now, I've missed this.
It's pretty cool, man. You should check it out. Because I was going to say, the Wyatt family, they've gone really stale. They need to change it up a bit, man.
I don't know. They just need to have him win some matches, maybe.
But like his mic work, he does the same thing, and they need to do more backstage segments. Do you remember when they debuted? They used to do video segments of some of them chopping wood or something. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I don't think they need vignettes. I was never a big fan of those vignettes. You know,
I thought it was pretty cool, man.
I don't know. I'm not a. I don't know. Look, I think these gimmicks are hard to maintain for a long period of time. I think they're difficult because everything that can be done with a gimmick like that, that's even pseudo supernatural, even just a little bit, it's been done so well already by the Ministry, the Undertaker, Mankind. We've seen it done as good as it possibly could be. So when you have a group like the Wyatts, and even this Decay, which if they do get some momentum, I don't expect it to be very long, especially since now TNA is repushing beer money. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't know the lifespan of it. The Wyatts have been pushed down mainly because of really bad in-ring booking, not really because of gimmick stuff. There's been some issues with it when they've been with the Undertaker and I control the fire and I eat souls and all of that shit. But remember, one of the first lines that got him over was, I am Bray Wyatt, eater of worlds.
Yeah.
I mean, being over the top is what got this guy over to begin with. So I don't know. I just think it has to be about overall booking as far as wrestling and in conjunction with their gimmick, more than just stupid supernatural shit. I don't know. Am I wrong there, Too Tall?
I think he's asleep.
God damn it, Too Tall. Where are you, man?
I think he passed out.
Too Tall.
Yes.
What the fuck, dude?
Well, I didn't hear anything. Skype is being stupid.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I heard Bray Wyatt, and then it cut off for like a minute, and then I heard Too Tall.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because you don't want to be a part of the conversation?
About what? Bray Wyatt
Dave,
being
can I just
terrible
say,
fucking
can I
wrestler?
say something in response to your thing?
Of course you can.
You know, like when you're saying that he needs to win more matches. The thing is, you know, if he wins more matches, it doesn't take him anywhere. You know, he'll just go into another feud. It's not like he's going to go towards the championship or anything.
Well, I think that they've already kind of missed that boat on it. They could have done that a few times. I think he would have been a perfect opponent during the entire Seth Rollins situation, but they've been so caught up in the whole heel versus face dynamic that they've kind of let some of the things go that could have been bigger. But now, going forward, we're seeing a world now, like the New Day is picking on another heel group, being the League of Nations. I don't see either of those teams going face anytime soon. At least it doesn't seem like it. So maybe there's possibilities for more heel
Heel
matches.
versus heel.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. But just on the tag teams, another point I wanted to make was the tag team belts, the US belts and the IC belts. They're nowhere to be seen for the run up to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know, last year the IC title, if you'd remember, where like R-Truth was stealing the title belt.
Yeah, and which was funny and everything, but it was more because of the fact that Daniel Bryan was in the situation. Let's face it.
I thought it was a good build anyway, regardless.
It was a good build, but it wouldn't have been as good. That match wouldn't have been as good without Daniel Bryan in it. I don't think people would have cared as much if someone else, if Dolph Ziggler would have won it instead of Daniel Bryan. I don't think people would have cared as much. Because let's face it, after that WrestleMania, it was Daniel Bryan and John Cena as the United States and Intercontinental Champions. So there was a greater emphasis on it because the bigger stars had it. Right now, who are the champions? It's Kevin Owens, who just won it back from Dean Ambrose, and he's starting to build a thing going to WrestleMania. I think we're going to start seeing some more traction with that soon. And Kalisto, who for some reason is back with the Lucha Dragons. So I don't know. It's a weird situation. I agree with you. It's a mistake to not book these titles bigger going into WrestleMania. But when you go to WrestleMania, I think Vince has a tendency to rely on spectacle more than anything else, and that could be a problem sometimes. Or sometimes, like we saw last year, it could be the saving grace of a show. It was the spectacle that really made last year special. It was the Seth Rollins gimmick at the end. It was the NWO and DX thing. It was the crazy fucking tank that Rusev wore when he came out. I mean, there was a lot of things that we remember because of the spectacle, and I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing this year in Jerry World.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. But it's just disappointing that, you know, that the titles are nowhere to be seen.
I agree.
That's the only
As a wrestling purist, I agree.
Yeah. Just one more point. Neville, man, what the heck happened to Neville? I remember you saying that he won't break out star. He's gonna do something with it. He's done nothing.
Said anytime soon. I never said anytime soon. Look, Neville's 29 years old. He's 29 years
Yep.
old. He's going to be with the company for a long time. He just had a fantastic match back down at NXT that I think is going to make people take notice. That match that he had with Finn Balor was fucking spectacular. That match
But he's had,
can main event any show in the world. So
yeah, but he's had good matches with Sami Zayn, and WWE didn't notice them.
Well, it wasn't about not noticing. It was about they put a cape on him and put him in a role that they wanted to use him in. This kid-friendly, comic bookish role, because they still have this aversion to the smaller guy, and they were a little bit worried about how he'd be able to play to some of the crowd on the big stage. So they've eased him in. And guess what? He's still one breakout star. He is over. So it's just a matter of time. I mean, sometimes you got to get past some of the bullshit and you got to pay your dues, whatever it is. I don't think his career is dead. I think we're going to see great things out of Neville somewhere down the road. Or maybe we won't. Maybe he's a Ziggler. Maybe that's his ceiling. That's a missed opportunity for WWE. But with AJ Styles coming in, Shinsuke Nakamura coming in, some of the emphasis on some of the smaller wrestlers, it seems the tendency now is starting to go in the opposite direction. So, who knows?
But, the thing with Neville is that he sucks on the mic, and they should have kept him with the Miz, man. I don't know why they stopped that build-up.
I know Kalisto sucks on the mic and is the United States champion right now. So, I mean...
Yeah, but that US title, it means nothing. At the moment, they've not pushed any of that US belt.
No, 100% right. But if a better wrestler like Neville, who can get great... Now, I'm not saying Kalisto's not a great wrestler, but you can't put Kalisto in there with anybody and get a good match. Case in point, fucking Del Rio. Those two can't have a good match if they fucking were paid to, and they are, But Neville, it's almost impossible for Neville to have a bad match unless you throw him into a Big Show. But what are you going to do with a giant and a small guy? It's hard to work that match. So that's not really his fault. But Neville can work with anybody. So I think Daniel Bryan was a horrible talker, but he was great.
Yeah.
So you don't that whole talking thing is not always something that is necessary. It's just more noticeable when the wrestler sucks in the ring, like Roman Reigns. That's why we take such a big notice. Why he sucks so much.
Well, that's a different point. But the thing with Neville is there's no character for him at the moment. He's just a wrestler, so that's kind of boring.
Well, he's the guy that Gravity forgot. I mean, that's his gimmick. They tried to go with a comic bookish thing. It didn't work. Nobody was buying it. Like I think was kind of obvious. No one was going to. They were like, we'll put him in there with Stardust, and everyone's going to love this comic book thing because comic books are so big right now. Nobody cares.
Oh yeah, what happened to that Stardust and that guy feud? What that comic
From what
book
I'm
guy, whatever his
understanding,
name.
that's still happening at WrestleMania. There's the possibility of that still. They just did a little bit of a work with it at Comic-Con.
That was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was like 2-3 weeks ago. They've just forgotten about it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate the call, Haidar, man. Good stuff, buddy.
Yeah. That's all I had to say. Yeah. Peace out, man.
All
Peace
right, man,
out.
you have a good night, pal. Too tall. Are you awake?
I think you found your new co-host, man.
No, fuck
Guys.
that shit. No.
This guy's got you going, man.
No.
I like it.
Yeah, I
like
know
it.
because he makes me insane. I don't like working that hard. Do you hear how hard I had to work? Do you hear
man,
how
you killed
strained
it.
my voice is?
You fucking killed it, man. It's good shit.
Did anything I say make any sense? I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it did. I blacked out. Lack of oxygen from talking too much. By the way, Sal said you're wrong. This is 100% Asuka. And he sent me pictures to prove it. More pictures, which, I mean, they could be full of shit too. But these look a little bit more convincing. I'm going to put these up too. Mainly because I am going to masturbate to these at some point. They're fantastic. All right. Look at these. These are great. The one, the only. I give you Asuka. Yeah, she's in a saucy little outfit right here. Look at that. I'm afraid if she ever sees these pictures that I put these on here, that she's going to kick the living fuck out of me. That's a genuine concern. Yeah, she's attractive. She has no curve to her body whatsoever. Like zero curve. Dynamite
Waiting for-
dropping. What?
Just waiting for his picture stuff or whatever.
Oh, okay. You're waiting to react.
Yeah.
The more clothes on her, the better. I'm starting to realize. Jeff Huffman's in the chat. That's right. Jeff the Human Huffman in the chat. That was my introduction for him yesterday. Because I'm horrible at everything I do. You see the pictures yet?
Yeah, I saw it. You can just Google it.
No, you could. Yeah, you could. Well, Jesus, Too Tall. Well, fuck you too. Dave, you don't have to waste all of our time by posting the pictures. You can just tell them to Google it. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Good Lord. Why do you hate me so? Just
What?
tell me why. Why? He also sent me a GIF or something. I don't know. Do you say GIF or GIF?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nothing.
I say GIF. I know it's a G and say what's that big animal with a long neck, babe? What's that called? Elephant? Yeah. No, it's not an elephant. Alicia, are you on the internet?
No.
Okay.
Playing Barbie.
Okay. They're playing Bobby. Oh. It's called a giraffe. It's called a giraffe. You can have a hard G. It's okay. She left the light on, by the way. It's good stuff. He also sent me a GIF. I want to see this GIF. Oh, my wife just farted. What are you doing? I know you didn't just fart.
No.
You liar. I know you have Francesca.
That was my shoes.
It was not your shoes. Then your shoes has an asshole. I know you have Francesca on your back because you're wearing the New Day, the amazing New Day jacket. But come on. Come on. It doesn't mean you can trombone this thing.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. Anyway, Tuto, what's up, man?
Nothing.
I feel like I'm just depressing the fuck out of you for some reason.
I'm just
My whole goal is to make you happy. I'm like, how can I make him
just
happy?
here for the ride of the show.
What's that?
I'm just here for the ride, man.
Well, I need you to be the engine. I don't want
The
you
engine.
sitting on the comfy seats. I want you to drive this bitch.
There's really no more breaking news for you, man.
There's no more breaking news, daily news that's breaking.
No.
That's unfortunate. I guess we've kind of hit everything. If there's no more calls, if there's no more questions in the chat.
I'm not saying you have to end it. I was just saying.
Well, no, I mean, what's the point? It's like you just told me there was nothing left to talk about. So it's like, well, Dave, you've kind of talked a lot for the last hour and a half. Maybe there's nothing left. And you know what? I think you're right. So we'll see if there's any more questions in the chat. We'll see if there's any more callers. But I'm waiting for that big moment where you tell me something about like a guy who his dong flopped out while running a 40. We need one of those moments.
Oh no, those things don't happen every day, man.
I know, but
Maybe I should just make
things
up
like that
news.
do.
Maybe I should make up WWE breaking news and just post it on
You
YouTube.
should make your own site where you just make shit up.
I do, yeah.
I mean, you're kind of doing that show right now, but I mean like an entire site that's dedicated to it.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. All of it. Oh, we do got UFC 196 tonight. Does that pique your interest at all?
McGregor's gonna fuck Diaz up.
Oh, he's gonna make him his hooker.
He's gonna make him his bitch. He's gonna spank that motherfucker into submission.
Hopefully this will be the last time Diaz ever fights. I can't stand this. I can't stand either one of those brothers.
The only thing that worries me about McGregor is he put on like 20 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
And that's great and everything, but you know, moving at 150 compared to moving at 170 is a little bit different for his size. So that's the only thing that I might be questioning a little bit, because Diaz is more comfortable at that weight than McGregor is. But other than that, McGregor's a bad motherfucker. So.
You got to remember in the fight game, when these guys are training, they're training at a heavier weight that they're actually fighting at. So this jump up in weight class for Conor McGregor is not as dramatic of a move as you would think, because he's always training at this weight anyway. This is the weight that he's usually training at, and now he's not having to cut much weight. That also means he's not bloating up a whole bunch of weight after the weigh-in. He's comfortable. He's at this weight and he's staying right at this moment. He's good. He's comfortable. There's no weight loss. There's no weight gain. Diaz, on the other hand, he cut a lot of weight to get to this fight, and he's going to bloat up to about 186 before he walks in the ring tomorrow or tonight. So I don't know if it's that big of a deal for Conor. This is where Conor is at. It's where he's comfortable. This is his walking around weight.
All I know is that UFC, the hype of McGregor Diaz is bigger than I thought it was going to be, because I don't really give a shit about Diaz, but all the stuff they're posting on Twitter, all the stuff they're posting on Twitter and shit, and like the final like pictures it took the other day with Diaz putting his fist in McGregor's face and like McGregor just reacting to it. Like the hype is real.
Oh,
the build is nice, right? Look, that's build it, bro.
It's bullshit. It's just to sell the fight. I mean, come on. Yeah. The first thing that Diaz did, he sat down and said, "You do steroids." I mean, it's ridiculous, and it's not real. These guys don't actually hate each other. It's a work. I'm a wrestling fan. I know a work when I see a work, and this is a work. It's a good work.
Dave, this is not wrestling. This is MMA. This is the UFC, Dave. There's no such thing.
This is the fight game. This is promoting. This is a game that has been around longer than professional wrestling and knowing how to promote a fight. Remember, this is the industry in the same sub-industry that had Muhammad Ali. Maybe the greatest fight promoter in the history of wrestling. We're talking about a guy who could make any fight interesting with his mouth. So, I mean, this is part of the game. And it's great. McGregor's fantastic at it. Nate Diaz is such an unlikable cunt that he's great at it. Plus, you got Holly Holm and Misha Tate that nobody's fucking talking about, because Misha Tate, who gives a shit? Holly Holm's coming off of one of the greatest upsets in UFC history.
And if she fucking loses, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it was luck." So
I'm calling it. Tate's gonna beat her. I think Tate can win this fight. I think matchups make fights, and the fact is, Holly Holm was a bad matchup for Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Tate, not as much. Not as much. So there's a lot of good fucking fights on tonight though. Yeah, there is. Look at the fucking prelims. I'm trying to bring up the card now.
There's the prelims you can watch on Fox Sports 1. The Fight Pass, there's a fucking the Fight Pass, the 6:30, the Fight Pass shit. They want you. If you look at that shit, it's crazy.
Well, this is what they got. This is the card that they have listed. And you're 100% right. You got Julian Erosa versus Teruto Ishihara, who I don't really know that much about, but I mean, okay, that's the first fight on the early prelims on UFC Fight Pass. You got Justin Salas and Jason Sago, who I know a little bit about Jason Sago. But the third match is Diego Sanchez against Jim Miller.
That's on the fucking Fight Pass, dude.
That's a sick fight. Now, granted, it would have been a more sick fight 5 years ago, but this is going to be an action-heavy fight.
That's them trying to push you to subscribe to the Fight Pass. That's Absolutely. What that is. It's fucking smart. Like when I looked at the card the other day, I was like, "What the fuck is like Diego Sanchez?" It's just
Diego's not the Diego from 5 years ago. He's not.
But still,
he's a name. But still, it's a good fight, but it's going to be ugly. They're going to gas it, or maybe not even gas. They're just going to be throwing a lot. It's not going to be a long fight. This is Jim Miller and Diego Sanchez. They're going to be swinging. It's going to be interesting. On the prelims on FS1, you got Darren Elkins, the 11th ranked guy, against Chas Skelly. You got Vita Miranda on this card. You got Eric Silva, who's a good fighter. Brandon Thatch is on this card. It's pretty interesting. Then you have Amanda. Finally, we have two women's fucking fights on the same card. Amanda Nunes and Valente Shevchenko. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried.
It's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko. There you go. You're much better at that than I am.
Shevchenko.
Well, you're closer to that language than I am. Your natural language has more than mine does. Yeah. Okay, I'm sure. You might have actually hung out with Shevchenko. I still can't say it.
Holly Holm better not lose that shit.
So who you got in the two big ones? Who you got? Holly Holm, Misha Tate. Who you got?
I got Tate because the Tate beats Holly Holm. News. Oh, it was a luck. You know, she got Ronda Rousey. She caught her, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the thing though. Like Tate got no pressure on her. Holm. You got all the pressure on you now. Yeah. Now you're the fucking person to beat Ronda Rousey, and if you can't win your next fucking fight, then we question everything you've done.
Oh, absolutely. And the good
Tate's
news
going in
is,
there like, if I catch this chick, it's over. It's fucking over.
The good news is, if let's say Tate destroys Holly Holm, let's say she destroys her, then my God, Ronda Rousey jumps right into the driver's seat and gets to take on Misha Tate, a girl she's already destroyed like 50 times. So, I mean, she's ripped off Misha Tate's arm on several occasions. So that's good for that. Look, Dana White wants that belt back around fucking Ronda's waist. Plain and simple.
I love Joe Rogan's face in the fucking Tate picture for the co-main event or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like so focused in. Fucking love Joe Rogan.
He's leaving
fucking
soon,
love
probably.
Joe Rogan.
More than likely, he's out the door soon. He wants to do his own thing again. He's a weird guy. Really, really weird guy. Who you got? Before I ask that question, Grand Slam 87, Jeff Huffman on the baseball show that's back for its season 2. Touch 'em all. He says, congrats on 2,100 subs, Dave. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's right. We hit 2,100 subs earlier today in that really crazy Pokemon video that I did. We had some great callers. We had some great times. It was a crazy video. We gained almost 30 subs in that video. One of the biggest sub jumps, it is the biggest sub jump in a single video I've ever had. Thank you guys for that. We're over 2,100 subs. I can't thank you enough. It's unbelievably humbling. Thank you. And he also says, by the way, Kawasaka is a future star in the music industry. For those of you guys who don't know who Kawasaka is, he's a baseball player who goes in and out of minor leagues and major league teams. This is a guy who who's been with Toronto. He's now in the minor. He's probably going to end up in the minor league system with the Cubs, or they're going to outright cut him. But he's basically the best interview in sports because he does not speak English very well. This is the guy who gave us, why do you eat bananas? Because monkey don't get cramp. Monkey no get cramp. He's great. You guys got to check him out. Kawasaka, he released a video yesterday in Cubs spring training with him singing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith off the Armageddon soundtrack. It's fantastic. You got to check out Kawasaka. Kawasaki, he's great. He's fantastic. Tuto, also, hey, big congratulations to you too as you're approaching 1,500 subs. Getting 2,100 subs is an accomplishment for you as well, man, because you're a big part of this channel. So congratulations, man. We've hit 2,100 subs, dude. Thank you for everything you do for me here as we continue to march our way to YouTube domination.
I literally do nothing.
God damn it, Too Tall. He drives me nuts. But we're aiming for 2,500 by the time WrestleMania is dead and in the ground. I think by the time that Monday's gone, I think we have a shot at 2,500. But to get there, I need you guys to continue to push us. I need you to continue to throw us up there on Twitter. Put us in Reddit. Put us in different groups, forums. Let people know who we are. Because without that, we're not going to grow anymore, man. It's you guys continuing to let everybody know that we're consistent, we're passionate, and we give zero fucks. Let them know the Copious team is always here to keep kicking ass. Woo! Anyway, so who you got? McGregor or Diaz?
McGregor. Duh.
Okay, fair enough. All right, there you go. Don't you love how I go from these highs to the low?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And Too Tall's just like, whatever, motherfucker. Speaking of giving zero fucks, I'm hoping like some big news breaks, but I don't know. I think that's about it. think that's about it. Big shout out to everyone in the chat who continue to drive this show to where we are. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So even the ones who continue to ask to be made a mod, you're annoying as fuck, but I love you anyway. You guys are incredible. We really appreciate you guys. Grand Slam 87 has Tate and McGregor. I'm going to go Holly Holm, even though I think Tate is going to probably win the fight. I'm going to stick with Holm just because she beat Ronda Rousey, and I'm hoping that's enough, you know? But I'm not putting money on that fight. I will put money on McGregor, though. Connor's a fucking monster. He's scary good. Scary good. So, Too Tall, anything else before we get out of here?
No, nothing really much to say.
Captain Monotone, away! Thank you, Tito. I appreciate your contribution to today.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I ruined your show tonight, man.
He didn't ruin my show. It's okay. It's all right. I'm just going to go get Xanax to sponsor this show. Not a big deal. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Xanax. We're all really chill. It's okay. So thank you very much, Tito. I do appreciate you being here. I'm just busting your balls. Thank you, everybody. We will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions, and I'm not sure when that will be. More than likely, I'm going to play more Pokemon tomorrow sometime throughout the day because I'm a Pokemaniac, and who knows what else will happen. Maybe I'll force Too Tall to do something on his channel, and I'll be his bitch. I'll be his co-host bitch, but that would require me to stay up all night, so I don't know about that. But that's all I got. I'm tired. Been a lot of streaming today. 7 hours of content you got off me today. 7 hours of content, people. Hope you guys enjoyed at least 5 minutes of it. And if you didn't, thank you for watching XLT Live Podcast. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent,
Have talented friends.
that's right, Melanie said it. Have talented fucking friends. Keep it copious, people. Peace. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day.